Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this episode, I'm working on a 5x7 double page spread for my Autumn 23 mini album, and I titled this page Together. I'm using the digital version of the collection Welcome Autumn by Carta Bella and lots of stamps and dies. So I am ready to go with the papers here. I have a bunch of papers that I want to put on the background behind the photo. But before I start with the papers, I also want to do a little bit of stamping just to give it a little bit of texture in the background. So I'm just placing the papers in the abouts area where I think they will go so that I can place the stamp correctly. And you see I opened the book here, so you can see that it's actually the front and back side of the book are together, and they're just I fold them over, and then in the middle, the open part of the two pages is where the binding will go once this book is completed. So here I have decided to go with two kind of spots behind the papers. But then before I start gluing things down to just let the ink dry a little more, I am starting to work with the little cluster there that will go to the right bottom of this page. It's a double page spread, but I treat it like a one single layout. I do both ways. Also in this album, where sometimes the pages are one continuous layout, and sometimes I treat them as if they're two different pages with two different layouts. So I like the variety that you get with these kinds of albums, and the way that I actually do real scrapbooking style, not the mini album styles, the typical mini album styles, but treat it like a real scrapbook page rather. So now I'm ready to glue down the first paper layer there, and I do create all my pages in Silhouette Studio so I can reference. The computer is nearby, so I can always reference where I'm at and what I'm doing, and so I know where to place my papers. Now, I don't create everything in Silhouette, like I don't do the clusters because a lot of them are die cut pieces and stuff, but just to have a general idea of what my page will look like. And of course I need it to get my papers printed. So I just use the shapes and clip my papers to the shapes in the Silhouette Studio software, and then I can just go ahead and pull them onto a separate page from which I print them. So now for this one, I wanted to make sure that I created something like a pocket, and I believe I did some stitching there in the background, and so I wanted to have that stitching then help me create that pocket so I can put the tag behind there. And then this one is a strip of paper that I also ran through one of my dies, and it does end up looking like a ribbon a little bit because it has the faux stitching. That's what I love with the dies. And so now I'm ready to start embellishing. And so before I actually start gluing down the photo, obviously I need to put down what goes behind the photo. So I wanted to add a few leaves, but I also have to make sure that I don't apply the glue on all parts of the leaf, because behind the leaf is the pocket that still should be open. So I'm making sure that I only put glue on that part of the leaf where it will touch the pocket, not the opening of the pocket, so that I can still use the full-on pocket there. Then I have a mixture of printed pieces that come with this collection, and then die cut pieces that I create myself in stamps. So this is a camera that I die cut, and then used one of my felt markers to color it. I don't really like it that way, but sometimes the coloring with the felt markers turns out really great, but sometimes it just doesn't work so great. So it always depends, I guess, on my mood and other things. So now I'm also beginning my second cluster there with the various embellishments. I'm not too happy with this is kind of the clusters create a line rather than a triangle. I prefer when the clusters make a triangle rather than just a diagonal line, but sometimes it's also good to just mix things up and not just always follow these design principles like visual triangles and working in threes and stuff like that, or at least odd numbers, things like that. So and with the way that I planned the embellishments and all that, I felt it was just better this way still. So now all I need to do is just to add a few more things and the title. And even though there's this bigger word strip piece that I'm adding to this, I still wanted to use the stamped. It's a Heidi Swap stamp, I believe, from my stash. And sometimes when I order things online, the things that I order, they come with little gifts, and that was a stamp set that was just added to one of my orders there. So that was really nice. Now all I need to do is get the word strips ready in here. I really bumped into my camera, so sorry about all the shakiness and all that. So anyway, here I'm ready to add my word strips. These are autumn themed word strips that I share a whole bunch of them on my blog, mistyhilltops.com, as freebies, as well as a ton of digital scrapbooking kits that are also good for printing. So I've done a lot with them as well in the past. So I think this is my page done. I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.